We have this chip. Here is a better look at what we're working with. Ah, there's a motherfucking little piece of dandelion. Oh, look at that bug. Should I spray it? Nah, intrusive thoughts. What's going on, my modders, and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time on the channel and you don't know what Moddism is a religion of modding vehicles. Not only that, but we heavily advocate for safety, open-mindedness, and respect. If you want to learn more about that, be sure to go to moddism.com, link in the description below. Anyways, in case you guys missed the last two videos, we were prepping the car to get wrapped, and in the last video, we actually dropped it off to get wrapped. So at the moment, I am carless. But do not fear, because we still have content lined up. Let me show you. So in the last couple of videos, we ended up taking off the Type R side skirts to give Joe an easier time of wrapping the car. But that's actually perfect timing, because we have this chip on this corner, and honestly it's been bothering me for quite some time. Today we're going to clean up the side skirts, patch up that little chip, and then we're going to finish it off with some Plasti-Dip. This is my first time using Plasti-Dip, and I was actually supposed to do it a while back, but since the side skirts are off the car, it's going to be really easy to do the process, I hope. And luckily I was able to get some good practice with Bondo and fiberglass when I was doing my trunk, because we ended up patching the holes when we removed the SI spoiler, which, by the way, anyone located in the Bay Area, I'm willing to let this go for $40. Surprise! You will need to buy a replacement third brake light. Once we get the car back, I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do with the third brake light. But first things first, we got to wash these dusty ass side skirts. First, we got the shop dog with us. Say hi, bud. We are now back inside with both side skirts washed and ready to go. A couple seconds into it, I accidentally ended up cutting myself with my own thumb. But now, we can start laying down the fiberglass right there. Hopefully we can shape it real nice, but we'll try sanding down some of the edges so it's a nicer finish. But as always, we'll see how it goes. Right, y'all, so we have our 8-foot fiberglass sheet right here from last time. We're just gonna cut out a small patch that's a little bit bigger than the area we're trying to fix. But I'm gonna be pretty generous. I'll give myself a whole little square to work with. I'm thinking something like this size. It's a bit overkill, but you know, I think I'm gonna do 2 sheets this time. So we'll cut another one about the same size. This one's a bit smaller, but we'll lay this one down first. So of course we have our Rust-Oleum enamel that we used last time. It's gonna be the same process. Unfortunately, I no longer have any brushes, so I'm gonna have to use my finger. Just gonna lay it down, make sure the whole thing is covered like venom. First piece is covered nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure everything is double coated. Then we'll lay it down onto the ABS. Apologies, y'all, this is very hard for me to film by myself, but yes, we're going to lay it down. I'm gonna kind of mimic the shape of whatever else is there, and then we could trim off the excess later on. I'm satisfied with this shape. Here is a better look at what we're working with. As you can see, it's not perfect to the shape of it, but it does give it some shape and form. And on the back side, it's looking really solid, especially after we toss in the second sheet. Once that hardens up, we should be good to go. Okay, folks, going in with sheet number 2. Just gonna lay it up in there like so. Nice, nice. Now that our fiberglass has some time to dry, we're gonna go ahead and start with the Bondo. We picked this up in the last video. It was this little kit from Amazon. Last time I accidentally put in too much hardener, so this time we have learned our mistakes. Let's say I just need that much. Oh, that looks like a ton. Look at that, y'all. Tell me that does not look like a ton. But now we're gonna go in with a little dollop of hardener. Yeah, let's say that a little bit. I trust it. And we're just gonna mix it all together. Work it in. Alright, this looks like it's well mixed. Time to start the process. I promise, it's gonna look ugly for now, but once it's done, you won't even know it's there. So I just finished applying the Bondo. This is what we have for now. I think I might need to put a little bit more Bondo after we sand it down and dry it. There's just a little gap right there, but I think once we sand it down, we might be able to blend it in together. So let's wait for this to dry, sand it down, and then we'll go from there. It is now a couple hours later. We're gonna start the sanding process. Just gonna take off a lot of those big chunks and such. So I just hit it up with the 80 and 180 grit. As for the integrity of this is actually really solid, but if you can see, there are little gaps in there, so we're gonna do one more layer of Bondo. So I just finished off the second layer of Bondo, but as you can see, it's taking the shape a lot better than before. It has now been a couple of hours. I spent some time blow drying this as well as sticking it outside my backyard, so it should be ready to sand, but this is the before. Looks dirty. Inside is patched really nice, just got sanded down, but yeah, we'll start the sanding process now. As you can see, I have a glove and a mask on because you don't want to be breathing in that shit. But of course, we're going to start off with the 80 grit. Yeah, I really need to get a sanding block. So this is after a round with the 80 grit. As you can see, the shape is coming together very nicely. Here's a look at the inside. As you can see, I got it sanded down. Not entirely, but just enough to the point where it won't scratch up the side skirts. Yeah, not too bad. We're gonna go ahead and hit it up with the 180. This is after the 180. As you can see, it looks very nice. Texture-wise, appearance, it is still ugly. Got the inside smoothed out to a better degree. And just like that, folks, we have finished sanding down all the way up to 1500. We have reduced the Bondo to a little patch in the corner, and that's exactly what we wanted to fix. But as for the shape, I'm really satisfied with it. Check out that patchwork though. Look at that. We made a corner, y'all. I'm gonna let the side skirts sit overnight for now so that tomorrow we can start the plastic dip. I know it's not color matched right now, but in all honesty, I think I did a really good job. And once we spray everything down, you won't even notice that it was ever there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep right now, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It is the next day after. Co's just gonna be chilling there. We have them cleaned and ready to be painted. Not painted, plastic dip. This will be my first time ever using this. Not sure if it's drastically different from spray paint, because I've done that before. Some people recommend sticking the can in some warm water. Apparently that helps with reducing splatters. I didn't do that, so let's see if I end up getting a lot of splatters. Here goes. Actually, let's do a test spray first. Oh, interesting. I didn't know it was vertical. Alright, let's get it. Spraying on pretty nicely. It's gonna be a bit hard to tell where I painted and where I didn't, since it's already black, but we'll look for the orange peel. There is a decent amount of orange peel. And to be extra with it, we're gonna hit up the back too. And the front. I think I'm only gonna do 3 coats, but in the meantime, I'm also gonna spray this, just the inside a little bit. Now for the other side, we'll hit up the inside first. Oh, look at that bug. Should I spray it? Nah, intrusive thoughts. Actually, it's getting close to my side skirt. I might have to. Of course, we're gonna hit up the edge that we just sanded down. Some of the orange peel, or a lot of the orange peel that was on the first one, is actually starting to go away. I'm guessing that's just how plastic dip lays down. Now that it's had some time to dry, we're gonna go in with the second coat. Ah, there's a motherfucking little piece of dandelion on my side skirt. That's what you get for working outside. If you have a paint booth, highly recommend to use it in there. Don't want no bugs and stuff on your side skirts. Let's see if I can take it off. It's like operator. We did it. Gone with the wind. I think once this dries completely, it's gonna look really nice. Especially after 3 coats. Oh, I splattered. We got the 3rd and final coat going on. Seems like those splatters kind of solved themselves, because I don't really see them anymore. There's a fly. Ew. Ew. Oh damn, splattered again. My fat ass thumb was in the way. He's whatevers, it's on the inside. Now we're gonna let the plastic dip dry for at least a couple of hours, just so we make sure everything's set and finished. But for the time being, I'm gonna take care of some videos for TikTok and Instagram. Gotta stay productive. But this is how everything is looking after that 3rd and final coat. I think it looks pretty good, especially considering that I didn't sand anything except for that little corner, which, by the way, is filling out very nicely. Just look at that finish, y'all. So smooth. What's up, y'all? It is the next day, and the side skirts have been completely refinished and dried. Check that out, y'all. Look at that little glossy gloss. Kind of like a mix between matte and gloss, but once we once we plastic dip match the front lip to the side skirts, to the rear diffuser, everything is going to look solid. As to the repair that we did, this is what it looks like. It's not the best, but it's definitely better than having a chip in the corner. And I think I did a decently good job. Unfortunately, the SI is still getting wrapped, so I don't have time to install them in this video. But something really exciting came in the mail today. Let's see if y'all can guess what it is. Folks, in this box I have what appears to be an E30 spoiler. I don't know why it says that. But hey, if I end up with the E30 spoiler, that is a hint though as to what's inside. I am super hyped though because it's my first time seeing it in person. And this spoiler is really going to set apart the Moddism SI. Because of course, you want to be unique. Here we go. Interesting. Yes! So the E30 is just on the box. Oh, what? The pedestals are disassembled too? That's perfect. Moment of truth. Oops. Ah, is that so? Is that so? This looks really good. Oh, damn. It's actually pretty big. Wait, what? Yo, it comes with the third brake light too? That's goated. Yo. No way, I didn't know that. It didn't say it on the website. By the way, this was purchased from ABS Dynamics. Shout outs to them, because I gave them a call. They shipped out my spoiler the same day. What? Oh, you gotta wire this shit. I don't know how to wire, so that might be an issue. If you guys can guess what this is indeed a brand-specific spoiler. Time's up. This is a Subaru STI S204 wing spoiler, whatever you want to call it. But I saw this on Instagram on an actual Subi, and I was like, damn, that's the style that I was trying to design. So I figured, why not go shopping for one and buy it instead of spending $600, maybe like dropping $1,000 on someone fabricating one similar to this. But yeah, this is really nice. Made out of ABS. In a bag, they include all the hardware you need. And here are the two pedestals. I'm not sure how it's gonna fit on my trunk, but I guess we'll find out once we get the car back. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this might be a decently difficult installation. Let's go through what we have to do. First things first, with this little third brake light that they provide, I am gonna have to feed it through this little hole right there and magically get it to come out of this hole right here. Only problem is, I can't see where it's going, and I don't know how to take this apart because you can't. So, it's literally just going to be me feeding it through, and then somehow managing to get it out of here. Wish I could tie it to a glow stick or something, that'd be easy. And then to install the pedestals, you literally have to stick it on there, and through this big hole right here, that's the only way you could screw in those little screws that they give you, and just pray everything connects. But even after that, I have a couple plans on how to take care of the spoiler. I'm going to use the leftover wrap from the Civic and then wrap the spoiler. And I think, as for the pedestals, I'm just going to plastidip these gloss black. Which I think. That's a future problem. But as for this third brake light, I think I'm just going to purchase some tint and then just tint these. I think it would look nicer when it's smoked because it's going to match my taillights. For under $300, this is not a bad purchase. Here, the spoiler is loosely assembled, and I didn't have anything to measure it with, so I had to go off of the 06 WRX trunk dimensions and kind of compare it to the 10th gen sedans. But to the left, you have the stock SI spoiler, and to the right, you have the Subaru S204 STI spoiler. I didn't know it was going to be this perfect, but you see that line right there? It's pretty damn close to that one. And just to show you that we're not like pushing it far over to one side, same thing. Same thing. Here's the front angles. Woo! Now, the stock SI spoiler is a bit wider, so I do wish that we went a little bit wider on the spoiler, but because the STI spoiler is taller, I think it's going to make it look even nicer. But what I'm really hoping for is that these curves on the ends, I guess they're end plates, but end plates are only for big wings. I think it would flow perfectly with the 10th gen Civic body lines, but I don't know. I got a feeling it's going to look really nice. But I was holding the pedestal up to the side skirt earlier just to see what it would look like if it was this shade of plastidip. I think that would look really clean, especially if we only wrap the blade of it the color I'm going with. I almost spoiled it right then and there, but good thing I didn't. The black pedestals are going to make it look kind of like a GT wing, and I'm really hyped for that. But my Moddis, that is going to be the end of this week's video because I have to go take care of some things for tomorrow's drop. Well, by the time you see this, the drop would have already happened, but from now, it's tomorrow. But regardless, April 15th, we release some merch on the store. New Street Legal Super Hoodies, which are a one-time limited edition, so once they sell out, they're never coming back. New Moddism license plate frames, which I think is a must since license plates are required. Why not spice it up? And of course, to that, we did a full store restock, so all your banners, all your decals, everything you guys asked for, especially the flight tags, everything is back. It may not be April 15th anymore, but you could still head to moddism.com, check out the store, see if there's anything you like. I guarantee you'll find something you'll fall in love with. Hopefully, the next video is going to be the color reveal on the wrap. I believe they're just waiting on the wrap for the roof to arrive because I had to order some more, which is good because the leftover wrap that they couldn't use for the roof, we are going to use it for the spoiler. So everything kind of works out. But one thing's for sure, everything will be done by the time we have the meet on April 29th, so you know your boy is going to pull up in fashion. But before we end the video, could you do your boy a solid and follow the Moddism Instagram as well as my own? Everything is in the description below, as well as the link to the Moddism website. There you can learn more about Moddism and represent to the world through gear and banners. And as always, thank you guys so much for all the love and support you've been giving me. It really is motivating because every single day I'm trying to pump out new videos. I'm either filming, editing, or posting. But one thing's for sure, I am fully dedicated into this. And that's all thanks to you guys. So my modders, fear not, you will see me soon. I will be uploading again in the near future. But as always, for the time being, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you guys soon.